guess we should get going again. Will you come?
Try and stop me! Wrath from the sky! Transfixed! This is where you fall. Overruled!
Hey! Cut to the chase.
Light it up! Pyroclastic surge! Rev the end! Full throttle! Incinerate! Light of the blazing sun!
Ugh, I missed a spot, as a good knight should.
Everlasting as the moon! Laid bare!
Nowhere to hide.
Rise with the sun! Pyroclastic surge! Transfixed! Pitiful! Overruled! This is where you fall. Laid bare!
Cut to the chase. I'll catch up.
Blinding as the moon!
With sword comes shadow. Leave it all to me, as a dutiful maid would.
Burn it down! Wrath from the skies! Laid bare. Overruled.
Incoming. Cut to the chase.
Burn it down! Pyroclastic surge! Laid bare. This is where you fall.
Don't blink. Hey! I must leave no stone unturned.
Wrath from the skies! Rev the engine!
time for some training?
Rise with the sun!
Forth, my blade, from whence you came!
Incoming! With sword comes shadow. Steady as stone.
Burn it down! Pyroclastic surge!
A touch of frost. Submit for judgment.
Don't blink! Hey! Time to clean up.
Light it up! Light of the blazing sun!
Swift and merciful.
Speed of light.
Burn it down!
Don't blink. Cut to the chase.
From whence you came.
Wrath from the sky!
Leave it all to...
A touch of frost.
Light it up! Light of the blazing sun!
Spirit blade.
Speed of light. I must leave no stone unturned. Don't blink. Nowhere to hide.
Burn it down! Wrath from the sky!
Forth, my blade.
Rise with the sun! Light of the blazing sun!
Submit for judgment.
Speed of light. Steady as stone.
Light it up! Wrath from the sky!
A touch of frost.
With sword comes shadow. As a dutiful maid would.
Rise with the...
Leave it all to me. Incoming.
Pyroclastic surge! Full throttle!
One with my blade. Spirit blade. Attack!
Hey!
Light of the blazing sun!
Swift and merciful.
Burn it down!
An insurmountable problem, I presume.
All right, let's finish this fast. Transfixed. Blown away.
Don't blink. Nowhere to hide.
Laid bare. Everlasting as the moon. Go on. Pyroclastic surge! All right, let's finish this fast. Overruled.
Steady as stone, as a good knight should.
Light of the blazing sun! Rev the engines! Transfixed! All right, let's finish this fast. Laid bare.
Don't mind if I
This is where you fall.
Burn it down!
Incoming! With sword comes shadow.
Rise with the sun! Pyroclastic surge! All right, let's finish this fast.
Speed of light.
Overruled.
don't mind if I do.
Time to clean up.
Rise with the sun! Light of the blazing sun! Everlasting as the moon! Laid bare. Pyroclastic surge!
Listen to the cries of a world reborn!
Full throttle! Wrath from the sky!
Cut to the chase. Got lucky that time. Ha, ha. Leave it all to me.
Burn it down!
Overruled. This is where
Light of the blazing sun! Rev the engine! Pyroclastic surge! Switching gears.
You ignited a fire that you could not control.
Incoming. Hey! Nowhere to hide.
Hip.
I pray.
Rev the engines!
made wood. With sword comes shadow.
Light of the blazing sun! Overruled. Witness my rise.
Don't blink.
Rise with the sun! Wrath from the sky!
Incoming.
Burn it down! Lady Bear.
All right, let's finish this back.
Fantastic surge!
Overruled. This is where you fall. Laid bare.
Nowhere to hide. Speed of light.
Burn it down! Rev the engines! engines! Full throttle!
Sorry, anything of this is confidential.
Rev the engines! Try and stop me! Rev the engines! Rise with the sun! Something to add to my collection. Full throttle! Light of the blazing sun! Try and stop me!
Incoming! Cut to the chase! Leave it all to me. Yep, as a good knight should.
Burn it down! Wrath from the sky! Everlasting as the moon! Rev the engines! Full throttle! Hip.
Fortress of Meropede would be... You've got a set schedule, guaranteed food and board. Oh, you mean Risley? He's definitely a pretty impressive leader. Well, he does look kind of intimidating. He's actually... Paimon wonders how he's like with the people. Yeah, he must be doing something right to maintain order here, while not making everything feel super oppressive.
Excuse me, did I hear someone there?
Huh?
Excuse me, is someone
Nope, Paimon wasn't dreaming. There's someone over there for sure. But...
Oh, did you hear my call? Thank you so much.
You're inside the box? Why are you hiding in here anyway? If we hadn't happened to pass by, you could have been stuck for...
It's a bit complicated. Can we not talk about that for now?
Whoa, that's terrible. Did someone seriously do that to you?
No, it was nothing quite that.
Just your hat? Huh. Wait, Paimon gets it! Something must have happened to your hair! Sorry. So that you just need your hat, right?
I think you may have misunderstood me, but it's a soft and brown hat. I think it's real.
Don't worry, we'll... Paimon doesn't see anything here. Oh, let's go somewhere else. Just where is that thing? Oh. Nothing in the water. Oh, we've looked everywhere and still... that's a good idea. If he's just look... Why don't we check out the rag and bone shop? If remember... you let Paimon pick out some other stuff too, right? Well, either way, let's go check...
The rewards of an adventure worth remembering.
Paimon doesn't remember you being the boss.
Well, I'm just standing in for Mr. Alvar while he's off restocking the shop. Now, just wait a sec. A blonde foreigner, dressed all in white, accompanied by a glaze-covered flying chunk of gingerbread. Oh, you must be the legendary traveler and their companion Paimon.
No! Well, you're half right. Paimon's the traveler's treasured companion, sure, but she's not some flying chunk of gingerbread!
Sorry, I never thought I'd get the chance to see you with my own eyes, so I hope you find it in your...
There's no need to put your...
Why, you're hero... We heard that you're one of His Grace's favorite. After all. And no, I mean, we've all...
Oh, so now you're...
Well, I did miss... Oh, enough of that. Is there something you're looking... No problem. Anything else? Hey, feel free to check out any...
Wait, but that's...
Well, it's not like I'm getting paid to watch this shop. Instead of Moro coupons, Mr. Alvar usually lets me just take my pick of our goods. Life's been pretty good recently, so I might as well just waive your bill. Never hurts to make some friends.
All right, Paimon will take a look.
Are you sure you don't want more? These opportunities don't come by every day, you know.
It's all right, two will do. It just doesn't feel the same. But anyway, we don't need to get into that right now. We can discuss Paimonology later. Thank you so much.
No problem, and thank you for your patronage.
That's a real sneaky way of getting good reviews. We've been gone a while. Paimon hopes that guy in the box hasn't passed out from lack of air.
You did? Oh, Archon!
Wait, so you're not actually bald? You've got such a full...
I mean, I told you that there had been a Wait,
Well, we got you a new one. We tried really hard to look...
I see! Thank you so...
Does it have some kind of sentimental...
But, sorry, I can't explain at the moment.
If you're looking for a hat, I just picked one up over here. Is it yours?
Your Grace!
Oh, hey, Nicely! It's been a while...
Well, it's a slow day today, so I decided to go for a little stroll. Even if your workspace isn't cramped, it's still good to get some air. I'll say I'm not at all surprised to find the two of you here. You never could turn down someone's request for help.
It's what good adventurers do, after all.
Is that so? Maybe I should consider asking the Adventurers Guild to open a branch here. As I recall, these hats are very important to members of the Beret Society. You might not have the same luck next time.
Understood. Then I'll be off.
What a strange guy. Why did he care so... Oh, and has he done something wrong? When he saw you, it was as if he'd seen a ghost.
Oh, not at all. In fact, members of the Beret Society are model prisoners. They work hard and never get into trouble. As for him, I'd guess he's just more of an introvert. It's not unusual for the more shy prisoners to freak out when I show up unannounced.
Huh? Shy? There are prisoners who are...
Prisoners are still people, after all. There are as many crimes and motives as there are stuff. The idea of what kind of a person a prisoner may be and why they've committed a crime, we'd never know these things if they don't share their story with us.
Huh. You've got a point.
Although most of the Beret Society does appear to... If you have some time, why don't we grab something at the Coupon Cafeteria? And if you're still interested in the Berets after that,
Paimon's not the biggest fan of that cafeteria.
All right then, please follow...
Welcome, Your Grace, and the Traveler. Would you... Unfortunately, we weren't informed of your visit in advance, so we didn't prepare any super deluxe welfare meals today.
I'll pass on the food, then. What about you?
Then Paimon will also pass. Paimon will save her stomach for something better.
What a pity. It would seem that none of us can properly appreciate your skills, Walsey.
Then, I must beg Your Grace to find me some more ingredients, so I can come up with some more welfare meal recipes. If you're not in the mood to eat, I can get you some drinks. We just got some great shipments in from above.
Yes, please? Huh. Paimon didn't know you could get non-welfare stuff at this place.
It's not for everyone. Think of it as a special treat for VIPs.
Oh, now that's what Paimon likes to hear.
2 bottles coming right up.
Our first meeting took place on short notice, and we were I'm actually quite fond of stories, you know.
Whoa. That'd be quite the long story.
Impressive. Not all who possess the courage to risk their life for their ideals also have this. Had you not possessed these remarkable qualities, I probably wouldn't have had the chance to make your acquaintance in the first place.
That guy we talked to...
Well, after all, you did help. Is it so strange that I would want to give a few words of praise out of genuine admiration? So this is a matter of trust. Which is unfortunate, since I don't have... I was convicted and sent power and control. So, what do you think? I would very much like to maintain friendly...
Your Grace, after following your instructions, they were extremely well hidden, and we've confirmed that the...
Got it. Leave the...
Yes, Your Grace.
Sorry, I'd almost completely forgotten about this.
She mentioned...
Not necessarily. The term is just applied to things people want to bring in on the sly. Many people here are experts at pulling rabbit. Now, what do we have here? It's more...
Whoa. Wait, if you've confiscated...
Yep.
What? But that's just insane profit! Traveler, why don't you become a duke as well?
It's only been a couple minutes since we agreed to continue friendly relations with each other, and you're already planning to overthrow me? Jokes aside, I didn't know you'd be so interested in this box. How about this then? You can pick anything you want from it. Consider it...
Really? You'll let Paimon pick any? No takebacks. Paimon will have you know that she's got a real good eye for treasure.
I never joke about things like this.
Alright, Paimon's gonna have a look. Paimon wants... this one. This dark spark... Actually, never mind. Paimon doesn't want this gem anymore. Can Paimon pick something else instead? There's something weird about this gem. Paimon remembered a lot of bad things when she picked it up. Paimon couldn't even tune them out. It's as if the gem was just drawing them out of Paimon's brain. It was super spooky.
Is that so? Let me give it a try. Paimon's right. I too experienced some unpleasant flashbacks. Are you sure? I wouldn't exactly call it fun. Fair enough. Go ahead.
Are you okay, Traveler? You also saw something, right?
I'll take this gem then and run a thorough investigation on its properties. Paimon...
Then... actually, never mind. Paimon's gonna pass.
You do have a point. In that case, we should destroy the entire... Seems like we're almost done with our drinks, too. Let's go check out this... I can introduce you, and we can also continue our conversation.
Wait, are you this free every day or something?
Just noticed? I wasn't exactly busy the first time we met, either.
We are honored by your visit, Your Grace. All of us at the Society have been waiting for you. Are these your two guests?
Let me introduce you to them. Traveler, this is Dugier, the head of the Beret Society. This is their gathering place. Members can find all sorts of drinks and snacks here, as well as a large variety. Every once in a while, the Society will also host activities.
You flatter me, Your Grace. All we did was set up an organization in the same way as you would in the world above. It's so easy to feel lonely and helpless when you arrive here for the first time. I remember that feeling all too well. None of us knew anything about this place then, after all. But that's when the thought came to me. If we could help everyone turn over a new leaf. Thus, it was with your help that I founded the Beret Society.
Oh, so you were also involved with this, Risley?
My part in this was minimal. All I did was follow procedure and rubber stamp the application. I'm sure you have a very good sense of what this place is about by now. As you know, not everyone takes their sentence seriously. For some, this is just another place where they can eat, breathe, and sleep. But the Society is a great place for those who wish to turn things around.
Exactly right. Here, we keep an eye on each other and remind each other of our goals. Everyone can focus on rehabilitating our mental states and even make many new friends. Our operations are entirely funded by members' donated goods and credit coupons. Same for the things you can see here.
you could find such a place in the Fortress of Mirapede. Oh, right, and what's the deal with the hats?
Ah, there's nothing deep about it. I just felt like we needed some kind of visible identifier. If our members felt joy and pride from being a part of this group, then the hats would become a point of pride for them as well. And when we're together, we will feel a sense of community from seeing everyone's hats. Optimism.
In other words?
Once again, you are exactly right, Your Grace. That's a part of our goal as well. I'll ask the members to get us some drinks. Please, wait here just one moment. Feel free to look around, too, if you want to learn more about us.
Oh, right. What happened to your slow day, Risley?
Huh. Seems like I shouldn't underestimate an adventurer's keen sense of observation. I'll bear that in mind the next time I need to do something low-key. Kidding, of course. We're just discussing some small matters. It shouldn't take long. We've also already gone over the organization's vision. Instead of listening to me try to explain some more, maybe it'd be better if you took a look around for yourself.
Why does Paimon feel like he didn't answer the question at all? Yeah, they're supposed to be like the model prisoners, right? So this is what their spot looks like.
Welcome to our gathering place. Is there anything you'd like me to explain to you?
Oh, it's okay. We're just taking a look around.
Well, that's not a bad comparison. It is my job to explain our amenities and benefits to our latest members. I'm sure Mr. Dugier has already explained some of it, but allow me to fill you in some more. Besides this space, which our members use to rest and relax, we also have an entertainment room, a fitness room, and a self-study room. These rooms are open to all of our members. We want everyone to be able to use their free time to the fullest.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Do you have a restaurant too? If you did, you also wouldn't have to eat at the big cafeteria anymore.
Unfortunately, we don't. For matters like that, we still have to rely on His Grace. We started a collaboration with the cafeteria a while back, though, so they'll let us borrow their kitchen to do some simple research into recipes and...
Yeah, Paimon can definitely see how it'd be easier to live your life if you had all this support.
Yep, and that's exactly why, Mr. we all think...
You are a guest. We've got some classics. Yeah, most of them are writing diaries or autobiographies on their time in the organization. Some quit drinking.
It's because...
Not only that, with how the Duke and Mr. Dugier have organized our lives down, you never know what you may be good at. And while you're here, no matter what you do.
So, this is something...
Yeah, that's exactly right. And that's it.
Don't worry, we will.
Hey, you there, newbie!
Hello? Are you talking to Paimon?
Yep, I'm talking to you. Now, why don't you follow my lead and take a deep breath before letting everything out like this? Ha! That's how I pump myself up every day. A lot of my friends have found it super useful too. With one shout, you can release all the fatigue, resentment, and unpleasantness from your lungs. Why don't you also give it a try, huh? feeling shy, just remember to take a deep breath and let it all...
Alright, we've talked to everybody. It sure sounds like they're all pretty happy. That would explain why Risley only had good things to say about this place. Huh. It looks like they're starting to wrap up their conversation as well. Let's go over to them.
Of course, Your Grace. I will attend to those matters right away.
Okay, and I don't have anything else to add. Oh, you're back. What did you think about this place? Now, note that your opinion will also affect my review of Dugier and the society as a whole.
Wait, I didn't know they were also a part of the evaluation process. It's all right with me, though. I'm pretty confident about our growth and activities.
Paimon thinks it's pretty good. Don't think anyone expected you to get a society going here of all places.
So it seems that you were able to get a sense of our vision and values. That's all I can ask for, really.
The prisoners here all have very different personalities and psychological needs. Our needs are like violent beasts. If we can't face them properly, they'll grow restless and enraged, causing pain and conflict. But if we can placate them, they lose their fangs, and they can even be converted into, which is why in my...
You've hit the nail on, and I'm sure that a part of your support is rooted in your desire to help those people.
And Paimon...
Of course, that lifestyle is...
Speaking of fighting...
What?
Oh, I almost never need them.
Hey, isn't that the guy who lost his hat? Did you come here to relax too? What's wrong? Did you forget about us already?
Are you feeling all right?
No, I'm fine. Thank you for helping.
He's still as weird as before. Paimon's kinda used to it by now.
Dugier, do you know what's up with...
I'm also... After all, it's...
We'll leave him to you then. Oh, right, about that. And when emotions run high, things often spiral out of control. Sometimes you might need more than just gloves as well. This pair of handcuffs has also come in handy quite a number of times. Oops.
Oh, isn't that awful gem? You're still carrying it with you?
Yeah, I kept it on me because of its special qualities. It won't affect me as long as I don't let it come into contact with my...
Go on, you guys. Pick up the item for His Grace, would you?
Yes, right away.
That gem shines with quite the dazzling light. I hope it hasn't been damaged. Your Grace, please let me know if there's something wrong with it now.
It still looks good to me. Say, Dugier.
Never, Your Grace. Don't think I've ever been rich enough to afford this kind of a thing.
I guess that's fair. We've already gone over most of the things.
Got it, Your Grace. Take care, everyone. I'll take you to the exit. Traveler, Paimon, it was an honor. I'm sure everyone would love it if you were to visit again. And that goes for you as well, Your Grace. We wish you all the best in your...
Paimon doesn't think we made any plans for the rest...
Well, what's your opinion of the society now that you've taken a look around their...
Paimon doesn't There's only one potential...
But at this point in time, I wanted to see just how I arranged for a meeting.
Dissonant?
I'm sure the Traveler has sensed it too. As expected, the whole truth I'd hoped to take... Why don't you take with my hypothesis and with his watchful... I'm just following... It's been so long since I got to watch. I'll explain everything. Find out what you...
Rev the engines!
It's just as you said you felt there was something. Paimon will do her best to help.
okay.
Nobody? It's okay. We'll just...
I'll...
No need. We can look around. Hey, hello?
Hello? How can I help? The Beret Society...
You don't know...
sorry, that's...
Hey!
What do you...
Isn't this how you...
Oh, yeah, that's right. You... I ate some... You're looking for some...
Are you still organizing the book?
Yeah, and...
We weren't thinking of...
Sorry.
Okay, Paimon sees what you meant now. Seems like they really don't want to talk to us, so let's just head back.
Oh, you're back.
It was as if they had all turned into completely
That would... The dissonance I mentioned earlier was
Right. He was acting...
And that's precisely...
Oh! It was you all...
It's because I wanted to... I don't believe any of Dugier's talk. Not too long. Dugier made very elaborate preparations for my visit.
Okay, but aren't you the Duke?
In all seriousness, however, cuffs and the like should be used everything I do, and I've always stripped...
That's...
Yeah, you've hit the nail on the head. And that's why even...
Alright, so yours... And even though the members are acting...
Indeed. I have some faith. The line has been...
Fish?
Let's give them some time. You can find me in my office when the time comes.
Hey! Don't just leave before you... It's finally evening. Brizley's probably wrapped up his investigation. Paimon has no idea what that guy's thinking. Let's just go find him and ask him what he's really up to.
Oh, here you are. Did you manage?
Let's just get straight.
Patience. I'm actually still... Why didn't...
Oh.
But even if... It'd be one thing if it... Which leads me to believe that it's more likely that... Yes. So it became... Of course, I had a There was no way to keep our...
That makes sense.
The last thing that guy... But now... Not only... That likely set his internal... Yes, that's the conclusion I came to as well. If we didn't act right... So after giving them... I must say...
So...
Yes, that's right. I had no way to know if any of the members had acted right. And since I was traveling, they would also understand...
You used us as a part...
My apologies. But I can assure you, of course you're under no... Would you be willing to...
But Paimon's still...
You have my thanks. Now, there are... I've examined one before. The other is the true purpose of... It's my hope that I'll put some music on while we wait.
Excuse me, Your Grace, but may I come in? I'm afraid that someone...
Please, do...
I apologize for my lack of Yes, my lover
Slow down.
I'm sorry, Your Grace. I will try.
You mean when we saw him at...
Yes. Thankfully, he's still now that he's lost...
Censure?
Censure is Dugier's method of establishing control, as well as the thing we all fear the most. rather than listening. Every secret may be found.
Here you are. Please excuse us, Your Grace. It was never our intention to disturb you like this. She rambles often, has hallucinations. It may be best to dismiss her babbling as random.
I don't recall hearing a knock or giving permission for you to come in.
Oh, my apologies. I merely did not wish for Your Grace to be alarmed. Had I not been so focused on recovering her, I would have followed all the rules of etiquette to the letter. So...
Like we believe you.
Please, there's no need to be upset. It's only natural to want to side with the poor sick girl, but I know he...
Well then, what if the reasonable man wants to hear the lunatic out?
That would be perfectly fine with me. Oh, and just so you know, we've also found the missing Mr. Fasal. I had no idea why he was so upset about losing his hat, really. Thankfully, he has already returned to his senses. We've brought...
I'm sorry, Your Grace.
This is what you're afraid of, correct? You can tell me everything. I'll do all I can for you.
I've never seen that thing in my life.
Your Grace, I don't think there's anything else she would like to...
It's all right, Avise. As long as you tell me what it is that you're terrified of, no matter what it is, it will no longer be able to hurt you. I swear this on my name and honor as the Duke.
Your Grace! Forget it. I'll keep my mouth shut.
I'm sorry, Your Grace. But I really...
But what?
In that case, Avise and I will be off. Once again, please...
Miss Avise, please show me your head. That is an order. There's nothing there.
Your Grace, I know you have long tired of my words, but please believe me when I say you've merely let your worries get to your head. The Society has never caused trouble for you or any of the guards at the fortress. We've spent all of our time working hard and trying to lead better lives. Why are you doing everything in your power to prove our guilt? What's wrong with the current state of affairs? I'll do anything for you, as long as you give me the word. Why are you so intent on getting rid of someone who's been unfalteringly loyal?
Your words bore me. You know the consequences if I find you to be lying.
Everything that I do for the Fortress of Meripede. But Your Grace is welcome to visit us any time to confirm the true intent of our... All right, Avise.
Just what's up with that guy? We should have shown him it.
Sooner or later, all will pay the price for their arrogance. He must have been well prepared for this exact scenario, or he wouldn't have dared to be so openly hostile. All the more reason for us to be... The entire society are his hostages. His subordinates would definitely react if he were taken into custody. And that's why he dared to bare his fangs right in front of me. The true secret of the society is neither on the hat nor on the member's head. Dugier probably knew this from the very beginning, which is why he didn't panic. However, if we were to look at the rules, it would also seem like the head has to be the place where they're keeping all of their secrets.
Yeah, none of this makes sense to Paimon either.
From the way Dugier acted, he must have known from the beginning that we wouldn't be able to find any evidence. But if there's nothing on her head... The hats are definitely being used to hide a secret. But there's nothing wrong with the hats. But if there's nothing on her head, why... The hats are definitely... I need to think about this a bit more.
I have an idea, but...
Huh? What is it? Tell Paimon about it!
You mean this thing? So, she handed a key piece of evidence over to us without Dugier noticing. That would mean that Avis didn't stay silent out of fear. Let me take a look. I managed to remove this from the hair clip. It's long, slender, and conical, is hollow on the inside, and looks something like a cross between a nail and a thorn.
Paimon's lost again.
Let's see.
Hey, what are you doing? Wait. Some kind of dark lit? And some of it has been absorbed by this thorny-looking thing.
You've probably heard before that water is filled with the strongest emotions of humanity. With that in mind, this liquid is probably a highly concentrated solution of fear.
Oh, so that's why even touching it will make you remember—
Dujier would be able to censure others. I can only imagine how it would feel to have this directly injected into your brain. The moment it hits you would be like being flooded with all the terrors you've ever experienced in your agony, desolation, and an overwhelming sense of despair.
So, was the hat meant to cover up their wounds?
That might not even be all. Let's go get— We can't let Dujier escape with all of the evidence.
Your Grace, we have taken the Society members into custody. They all tried to flee just a little while ago, as if they had received some kind of order. We decided to forestall their plan, and were just about to send the word when you unexpectedly arrived.
Great work, everyone.
You had prepared for something like this all along?
I had them stay here to keep an eye on things, so I'm glad that my intuition turned out to be correct. Perform a thorough search of the Society's headquarters and bring all the members to me.
Understood, Your Grace.
Now, let's check on them. As expected, they all have a hollow thorn inserted into a wound on their head.
Ooh! Paimon's glad her eyesight isn't so good that she can see it from here. Paimon's gonna float away for a bit.
They probably left it there as a lasting reminder of Dujier's censure. These people must have had to endure an unimaginable amount of pain. Let's go check out the other areas too.
Hey, come here! Have a look at this! This is a book that Paimon— The colors of the covers are completely different. Yeah! And they dared—
Look at what I found. This is a surveillance port. With this, Dujier would be able to remotely monitor everything that's happening at the gathering place. So even if Dujier's not there in person, he'll still always have eyes on the members. Indeed. It's easy to become lost and confused when you're given no instructions or any kind of script to follow. And if any action you take may be deemed a mistake, then perhaps it's better to do less. Or to not— Dujier has already tamed them to his will.
Your Grace! Your Grace!
What's the matter?
We couldn't find any Society members in the other areas. It also seems like none of the equipment in those rooms were ever used. All the signs of wear and tear are fake. The lime scale, the layers of dust. We also investigated the members' residences and weren't able to find anything. Their neighbors all say that they haven't returned home for ages.
Oh. Is that right?
They're gone? That could only mean...
Indeed. As long as he allowed society members to mingle with others, even with threats of censure, Dugier knew that he couldn't stop all of his members from speaking out. Meanwhile, this marvelous gathering place will lose all of its value as soon as a whistleblower sounds the alarm. So instead of being his real base, this is just an elaborate performance. The rest areas, the fancy equipment, even the members that we saw, they were merely part of the front. And only the most docile and well-trained members were selected as his performers.
But then, where can we actually find him?
Let me think. Dugier must be holding all the rest of his members in another place. And if the overseer of my fortress guard has never alerted me to anything, he must be in Dugier's pocket. I'm of the same mind. Let's go. You two, follow me.
Full throttle!
Many insects have a compulsion to follow the light, and humans are the same. Except we call that light hope.
Did that person flee here?
That's the most likely scenario to me. He's probably already caught wind of Dugier's declaration of war against me, and has fled to seek his protection. Let's keep heading down. There are some abandoned areas in there. Since he needs space, I'd guess Dugier probably converted them into his headquarters. We should be on the right track. Now we just need to find that turncoat. Let's go. We can take this path. You guys take the other.
I'll keep this close.
Look! There's a fallen guard over there! I might see some society members too!
After them!
It's rising! Run!
Did Dugier send you? Why did you attack that guard?
Come on! It's time to talk! Can't you see that he's trying to help?
I will take your cooperation into consideration when it comes time to hand out sentences.
Mr. Dugier, he didn't want this guy to expose our true location. We were just about to dispose of him when you caught up to us.
So, in other words, your headquarters should be this way.
Yes, it's just down this way. You'll make it there once you've seen it pass through a large drainage pipe.
Guards, take them away. Let's go. It's about time that we find out what Dugier's really after.
Rev the engines!
There's so much space down here.
Yeah, these are all former work areas. They've been left abandoned due to a lack of funds. There are usually guards on patrol here. It would seem that all of those guards have been bought as well. Stay sharp. He's got a ton of surprises waiting for us, I'm sure. You're safe now. Just follow the guards and leave this place.
Who knew that there'd be Gardamex here?
That would explain the strange decommission request. Seems like he's prepared.
Hey, what's this?
Seems like some kind of handbook. Members are not permitted to... 5 members shall form a group, and the whole group will be punished for anyone who report... I see.
But that's just...
To obtain food and water, to avoid punishment. Finally, isolated and without hope. Do you remember what happened to Paimon? She's usually all... No, the human heart... Those who use fear to lead others astray must pay for that crime. A word of advice, don't break the law. Is there anything else? Yeah, seriously, don't break the law. If I'm not mistaken, the space ahead should be the central area of this place. But the doors, rather than confront Dugier, I think it's more important right now for us. You guys should wait here. We'll try to open the door and check out some other spots.
Open the door. Would we have to do something to this mechanism? Forget it. Pirate's just gonna do some trial and error. Whoa! It's turning! Is it because we touched this thing? The other side's open! Let's go!
A moment, please. Now. Have a safe trip.
Oh, it's so high! We're not gonna have to climb up... The way up, are we?
Activate the mechanism in front of us first, just like before.
Looks like there's a mechanism that's gotten stuck. It won't turn alongside the others. Is there something we can do? Ooh! The water level's gone way up! So that's how we'll make it to the top.
A moment, please. These should be the prison cell. Lots of empty cells in here.
Let's still rescue the one... Hey, it's all right now. You can leave this place.
No, don't get close to me.
No, we're not...
We won't be able to get through to her right now. I'd also guess there are many others here who are more or less like her.
Door's open. Maybe it's His Grace. I'll go take a look.
I leave this area to you. Make sure.
Understood. And please take care as well, Your Grace.
Let's go back. That mechanism from the... Don't forget to bring these...
I must confess to being furious. To think that there are still some of you who find it permissible to spit upon our rules. Remember their names. Fasal and Avis. And today you will see with your own eyes what'll happen to those who betray him. Go on, Avis. Pierce his skull with the thorn in your hands, and then push in the Aqua Dolores. Of course, you will do it one drop at a time. Let it do its magic again, and don't stop until you've pushed all of it in.
Thistle, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'll find a way to endure. Oh, shut your wretched mouths! When did I give you permission to speak? My rules are the paramount law of this place. Only more pain will come to those who dare to disobey.
That's enough, Dugier. Your rabid screams have been beyond nauseating.
Is that...
Oh, Risley. I knew you would. Must you still refuse to let me be? Did I not spell everything out for you already? What's so blasphemous about sharing a slice of the cake with me when you've already got the entire fortress at your feet?
It would seem that you can't see the difference between sharing and looting. And on top of that, look at your people. Are they not starving as you wolf down your cake?
You. Stop acting all high. Have you forgotten? Nobody in this blasted fortress is innocent. We are all irredeemable. What's so wrong about punishing those who deserve to be punished? It's what they've always deserved. And please, are you really gonna tell me that you care about their lives and well-being when you just need a supply of labor to keep this place running? Is it?
Sadly, you're wrong on both counts. Unlike you, I've never seen them as currency. The fortress is not only a place for confinement, but also a place for rebirth. Just as people are free to give in to the darkness within their hearts, they are also free to seek redemption and a new beginning. Our bodies have limits, but our spirits will always remain free. They may have made mistakes, but they are still human beings with people and things that they cherish. And most importantly, they should always retain the freedom to choose their own path once they've reflected on their past misdeeds. But you're destroying their spirits with fear, taking their freedom away so that they'll become slaves who will never again feel or think. And you say that's what they've always deserved? You are nothing compared to them.
He's really mad.
You think me arrogant, Risley. Well, I think you're too young and naive. You understand nothing of this world. Nobody actually sees this fortress as any kind of just a wonderful place. See it for what it is. A dumping ground of pain and misery, irredeemable now and irredeemable forever. No prisoner will listen to you out of gratitude of their hearts. The whip is the only way to make them obey. Had you been just one step slower, I would have already taken control of all the garden mechs in this place. Your vision gives you strength. But how long will it hold again?
You talk big, but in the end, you know nothing outside of power and control. In that case, let me give you a small taste of what real power looks like. Let's begin. Stay cool and face your guilt! A moment, please. If you think fear can control everything, well then, terrify me.
Don't high road me. You're just another crook. And it's time you got treated like one.
What's the matter? Too scared to shoot straight?
I'm warning you! Unauthorized punishment and torture are prohibited here. As the Duke, you should set an example.
Funny how that slipped my mind. Well, from this point on, you can forget about that rule. The rules of the fortress are there to keep the likes of you in check. But if the Duke wants somebody dead, he needs no justification. Understood. Sorry for taking so long.
No, not at all. Paimon didn't know.
If you ask me, I'd say I actually feel very helpless. I could comfort and compensate them all I want, but it might still not be enough to repair the damage that has been done. I have to take responsibility for it, as does the fortress. Yeah, it's the least that we could do.
So, do you have a plan for how you're gonna deal with him yet?
Oh, Dugier? For now, I think I'll do nothing.
Huh? Why?
I think it's a very fitting punishment for him to have to imagine the sorts of punishments that will soon be coming his way. He'll be left in the dark with regards to both the dates and the details of his Of course, that's not to say that I'll be letting him off scot-free. It's not often that I actually get the chance to be creative with my punishments. I'm going to talk to the members of the society. He'll get a chance to experience everything that he's ever inflicted on them.
Paimon didn't know you could also be so harsh. Looks like she should watch her tongue when—
Why do you think I'd do that kind of thing to you? Anyway, jokes aside, thank you so much for all of your help. There's still a lot for me to take care of, so... How about this? I'll treat you to a meal in 2 days at the Coupon Cafeteria. We should have a better handle on things by then.
No.
Don't worry, it won't be the same old welfare meal.
Oh, then you've